Hello everyone, my name is Draconicrose and welcome back to another episode of Megaquarium Freshwater Frenzy. Now it's been a while since we've last done one of these, and I do apologize for that. Also apologies if you can hear people in the background. It's my parents and the rest of the house. They are back. So, what were we up to? Where are my thingies? Did I? Alright, I remember what happened. We actually won the scenario. Yeah. Like, okay, so you remember we built this tank with the Paku and stuff? Where is our Paku? There it is. Yeah, so after we built this tank, I was taking my fancy screenshot for the thumbnail, and this popped up. So we win! Impressive work! Hitama was once a small marine aquarium, now it is known throughout the land for its freshwater exhibits. However, all good things must come to an end. You've received word of an interesting project in Paskovka, and they want you to head it up. You can continue building here, blah blah blah, but no, we are going to take on the new project in scenario number 2, Paskovka. So let's get in, normal difficulty as always, because otherwise there's just a lot of waiting. Welcome to Paskovka. Paskovka is very different to other aquariums you have managed because it is primarily a research lab and therefore not for the entertainment of guests. To begin with, your aquarium will be close to the public and therefore you won't have any guests. This means you won't be able to generate ecology, science or prestige. Thankfully, the owners have deep pockets and will be providing you with a daily grant of 500 to fund your operations. Oh dear. So this is going to be a low money kind of aquarium. So for all the freshwater animals you have encountered so far, all the freshwater animals you have encountered have enjoyed neutral pH conditions. This is the natural starting point of water in your aquarium, so you haven't had to do anything special to maintain this. Our first objective involves building a habitat for an animal that requires acidic water, the Amazon angelfish. So we're finally getting into the pH system. This is obviously new with the Freshwater Frenzy. I haven't had any encounters with it yet, so we will see how it goes. To make water acidic, you need to add sufficient acid-producing objects. It works a lot like temperature. The amount of acid has to be greater or equal to the tank volume. That's this icon, to the volume of the tank. So this icon has to be over here to be acid. Okay, you have two choices when it comes to acid. That's the red plus sources. Passive sources such as bogwood that require no maintenance, and active sources such as reverse osmosis machines, RO machines for short. However, these require regular maintenance with RO membranes. Follow the objective to create your first acidic tank. Okay, so we have two tanks that we start out with. They're matched up to a big pump, that's fine. So we need to build a freshwater tank with an Amazonian angelfish, sufficient acid, and all requirements met. So, okay, so we don't have oh, there we go. So it has a size 4. It's nibbleable, not a shoaler, but it's territorial. Okay, so we need minimum a size 8. I guess we can do a small tank. I mean, why not? Just a basic tank with a single Amazonian angelfish in there. Sufficient acid, so let's grab the acid thingy. That's not it. Here, up here. So here we go, the RO machine. And all requirements met, so it wants temperature. It wants filtering. And again, the combi would probably been better for this, but that's okay. It wants bogwood. And it wants a foliage piece. There we go. So that's the requirement for that first objective. Good work, you've passed the test. By creating the perfect acidic environment for the angelfish, you've demonstrated that you have the attention to detail and scientific approach required for the next task. The real reason you were invited to Paskovka, their breeding program. Your next challenge is to successfully breed a convict cichlid here in the aquarium. The process varies for every species and can be quite involved with many steps. Consult your objectives for the details and notify the owners once you have successfully bred your first animal. Alright, so we already have some of those. They are... they're here, I think. Yeah. So check the breeding requirements for the convict cichlid. Here we go. Breeder, when fully grown, health care requirements met, this animal has a chance of creating offspring, not crafting. Oh boy. All requirements are fulfilled. It's looking for a mate, and it has 3 potential mates, so a 42% chance of finding a mate each day. Okay, so we need to have it find a mate. So can we add another one? Okay. Looks like it. Doesn't seem like it affected them much, so 4 potential mates. Let's try and add another one. Okay, that's still fine. Now let's try to at least have a 50-50 chance so that this goes a little bit faster. And then again, I'm gonna do that. Might as well, you know, just keep adding them. I think the issue is that once they breed, they might have to move the eggs. So yeah, the day is almost over. It will probably find a mate. There we go. Can't find a flat surface to breed. Add at least one. So flat surfaces are things like this. You can see here there's the flat icon, but let's check the information on the tutorial. So they like to deposit their eggs on a flat surface. You need to add one, hover over the breeder icon to see the chance of them breeding. So let's add a flat surface. There we go. They're looking for... There are 2 free, giving a chance to breed. Okay, so if we add more, we can probably increase that chance. It's too bad. It's gonna look so weird. I guess that works. Yeah, sure. 100% chance of breeding today. That's perfect. So the staff here is just really up to have the food and maintain the stuff. There's really not much else for them to do, so we don't even have to bother with that. Day is going to be over pretty soon. I'm relatively confident that they will in fact lay eggs. But I mean relatively confident, that's a 100% chance, so of course they will lay eggs. There we go, so they've laid their eggs, and we need to make sure the eggs have hatched. So here are the eggs. Whoa. What happened there? Convict spawn. So predation. Reduces survival rate for each predator present. All animals within a size of 5 or less will predate on eggs and fry with the exception of parents. So 10 predators are present, so that means all the other fish around them. That means we probably want to move the spawn out of here. So let's do that. Let's create a basic tank over here. I don't think they need much space, so let's just do that. And we'll grab the move tool and just grab all of this spawn and put them in here. Okay, so we probably needed a bigger aquarium, but we'll check it out now. So they're at risk because this tank has absolutely no proper conditions. Let's actually... kind of wish we could copy that. But for now, let's just use a combi. Combi mini does what it's supposed to do. Now we get a flat surface. There we go. Oh, they need more flat surfaces. Okay. So, you know, a little bit of a trial and error. I didn't want to move that. I want to move the entire tank. Thank you. Let's actually just make the tank... okay, this big. Fine, whatever. And we'll again move everything out of here. Just add all of the spawn and the decorations. There we go, and the combi. So this tank can be deleted. Not great from a money perspective, but you know, we do what we must do. It's not like these are all that expensive. So okay, now the spawn have no predation and they have good conditions. Their health deteriorates on its own. Like, there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. That's just how the eggs work. So yeah, they'll always be a little bit on the yellowish side, as long as, you know, we get to the end of the 3 days and they have some have survived, then we will get babies. So yeah, here we go. We got the bread chances. I guess that means they added more here. No, that was just the old messages coming in for today. Okay, so here we go. We have no RO membranes, which that needs so that it can be maintained, which means we need to add that. This one is kind of new. It is new, I mean, but it's kind of a different type. I think this is the first time that the equipment requires something other than a toolkit to be fixed. So tinfoil barbs have grown. That's fine. Let's cancel. Let that go on. The tinfoil barbs, I think, are right here. Yeah, they are, but no requirements have changed, and our eggs are still on their what day? Their second day. So yeah, here we go. That's the third day, and they have grown up. So the cyclids have grown, and the convicts have hatched into fry. So fry or spawn, they're not fully grown fish. They still have more or less the same requirements as the eggs, but now they need some other stuff so that they can be happy. In this case, I am actually going to move them to a new tank as well, because, well, they have new requirements and we might want to keep this tank for breeding further fish, right? So let's grab ourselves a rocky cavern, put it in there. I will grab our spawn from here. Here we go, all of the spawn into the new aquarium, or the new tank, I mean. And I think that is all the conditions they need. They're pretty easy to take care of, just gotta move them around between the tanks until they become adults. So that will happen in, what, 3 days? And I will pause the recording here and come back when they are fully grown. So the next generation has been bred. So the owners don't want you to rest on your laurels. Inspired by your achievement, they have increased your daily grant by 500. They are curious to see what other freshwater animals can be bred in captivity. So we get another objective. In order to complete your final objective, you need ecology points to unlock new animals. The only way to generate this is to open the research lab to the public. The owners took some convincing, but on the back of your achievements thus far, they are on board. A few notes: this is still a research facility. You will earn no revenue from guests entering the aquarium. This is not an entertainment venue. You will earn no prestige. On the plus side, you are immune to negative prestige too. Guests will not expect you to provide food or drink. However, they may get tired or need to use the toilet. Remember, your goal is to generate ecology and science points to unlock the necessary animals and equipment for your work. Try not to get too distracted by the guests. Okay, so news here. The convict cyclids have bred again, as expected, and the egg tank now comes in handy because we have. Oh, actually, these were the middas. We have, you know, a place for them to chill out and spawn. Do the thing. Looks like our water quality has been reduced. Because some of these have grown into adult cyclids. So what can we do with the adults? Well, I think the best thing to do with them is actually to sell them. To be honest, let's pretend we're selling them to like other aquariums, and that's why we breed them here. Like maybe to collectors and stuff. So here we go. They have grown into the next generation. So we will open the aquarium, and our final objective is to breed a selection of different animals here in the aquarium. First, you'll need to unlock them using ecology, then build a suitable habitat for them, noting that some will require acidic conditions. Finally, you must ensure their additional breeding requirements are met. Remember that you can get extra breeding information about an animal by selecting them and hovering over its breeding icon. Okay, so our aquarium is now open. Let's let the guests come in and let's select our ecology project and let's take a look. So we need to breed the red striped earth eater. So I guess we will be trying to unlock that first. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a lot of ecology. Jesus Christ. Okay, and for science, sneakers dispenser. Oh, so that they get faster. Okay, but I would rather actually have the large combi, because large combi plus pumps, yes. Yes, yes, yes. However, oh, this is new. I was gonna end the episode, but we might as well take a look at this one. If you're looking to generate ecology fast, give ecology posters a go. So this is a new thing in Freshwater Frenzy that you can also use in sandbox mode, which yes. Once placed, attach an ecology poster to a tank to create a new attraction for guests. Ecology posters generate ecology based on the number of different species in the attached tank. Tip: you're better off placing a few posters on your best tanks rather than attaching one to every tank. Guests can get bored of reading if you have too many. So to complete these, oh, we get a massive ecology boost. We need to unlock it, add one and attach it to a tank. So yeah, how can we unlock it? I'm assuming it's here. Yeah, so we are definitely going to change to that. We didn't actually have much research. You may have noticed the pop-up saying we would lose half of our research, but we didn't have like basically anything on it, so it doesn't really matter. So we will let that run, but that is all the time we have for today's episode. I do hope you enjoyed it and will be joining me for the next one. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for the next episode. But until next time, remember that here, there be dragons. Thank you so much to my patrons for making this channel possible. Click the Patreon logo to become one of these fine folk. And if you enjoyed the video, here are some more YouTube things you would like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.